Welcome back to East Leaf Sixes. It's your boy Sixes fan for life. We got BG in the building.
What up? What up?
Block. We got 215 Sports Style. Hope everybody's having a good day. I sure as hell woke up feeling real good after a great weekend. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. There we go.
Oh, here we
Starting
go.
lineup, and I see a
Starting
certain
lineup.
person that hasn't been in the starting lineup for a while now, and it's not PJ Tucker. The beard is back tonight. The beard is back tonight. We have our starting point guard back. How do you guys feel about that? What are you expecting to see in the differences in our offense that hasn't been here since he's been gone? BG, talk to us.
I'm not even looking forward to what James brings back to the team. I'm looking forward to what these guys learned in a different role while James was gone. Can they turn that into great backup minutes now? Can when Maxey comes back, will D'Anthony Melton and Shake be able to give us the same contributions they gave us when they were starting? That's what I'm most looking forward to. Did these guys learn how do I fit in with this team if I have to be that guy? If I'm in there with just an all bench lineup, what do I need to do? So that's what I'm most looking forward to. I know what I get out of James. I know what I get out of Joel. I know what I get out of Tobias. I know what I get out of Maxey. I need to see what I'm going to get out of my role players.
Got you. Jen?
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Mr. Harden? What do you think about what they're saying, Mr. Harden? Well, I like what BG said. With Harden back in the lineup, I really want to see how our bench performs. Not so much about, like he said, not so much about what James can bring. We know he is a fantastic basketball player. I want to see how the team plays now with him back in the lineup.
Jose?
To me, it's not about the players. It's about that coach. Did he learn anything? That's the big question.
Well, that would be a big fat no.
Yeah.
I can answer that one for you right now.
Is he going to implement these guys, these so-called role players, and get them in there in a way where they can contribute and show off what they did when those guys were injured and they weren't here? That's the big question because it starts with him, in my opinion.
Well, I'm looking forward to having a true point guard back with this lineup. A lot of guys was trying to assume the role when he was gone, but to me, it was just like a obvious thing that, this team lacked a point guard while he was out, a table setter, if you may. And, I want to see what D'Anthony does with these extra minutes that he's going to get along with Shake, because one of our guys is still out, Tyrese Maxey. So
and James is on limits restriction.
Thanks for that, Jen. I didn't know that.
Minutes restriction.
I didn't know that. So, we're James is not going to get his usual 35 minutes, 36 minutes. So, it's still the next man up approach. And, like all of these guys set up here, I want to see what Doc has learned. Is he going to do what he said in the article that I read? And, he said that Shake Milton has earned minutes. He's earned more time. So I want to see that.
We're not going on a Shake Milton victory tour. Come on, man.
RJ, stop.
Here we go.
We need Peanut to be a donut so we can win.
Yeah,
crazy.
That's a good point.
It's crazy.
Apparently,
it's crazy
every
that
time
when he scores, we lose.
Yeah, we ain't having that tonight. All right, look, I know a lot of people aren't feeling entirely, excited about this team as we usually are. It's been a quarter way through the season, and maybe we should have taken some time to kind of do some grades, but we'll do that halfway through. I just wanted to point out some positive stats for y'all.
Give it to us.
I want to point out some positive stats tonight because with our best starters out for much of the season so far. We're still in 5th place somehow. God, I have no idea, in the East.
East is
And
horrible right now.
it is. And we're still over 500, so that's good. But the good stats are this. We are 3rd in steals per game in the
Okay.
league at 8.4.
In
We're
the
5th.
league, right? That's the league.
Yes, that's the league.
Read
We're
it and
5th.
weed.
That's right. We're 5th in free throw percentage at 81.1 in the league. 4th in defensive rating. 4th in defensive rating in the league. 5th in loose balls recovered. We are 4th in mid-range field goals. Thank you, Joel Embiid. And 2nd in points allowed per game at 106.6. So let those numbers stick with you for a minute.
Jen,
And
That's
consider
actually
the team that we've been
that's
playing.
actually pretty impressive. I'm
Yes.
not gonna lie.
Not only let those numbers stick with you, but know that Joel Embiid, for all the crybabies saying he babysits the perimeter, how he's working on that mid-range game.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Out of all those stats that you read, Jen, the loose ball stat was mind-boggling to me because we sit up here game after game, complaining about guys' lack of getting the 50-50 ball. The stats are proving that they are getting to the 50-50 ball, maybe just not as much as we would like. RJ on his shit tonight.
Yeah, he is.
I had to throw that one on the screen.
Yeah. Well, to piggyback off of RJ, we're definitely due for a streak. We're definitely due for a streak. This is the healthiest this team has been in a while, and it starts tonight. And how we'll get that win, let's give our keys to victory tonight, starting with BG. What is your key or keys?
I think it's ball. I think it's ball movement and rebounding, man. One thing we don't do is move the ball when James Harden and Joel Embiid is on the court. One thing we don't do is rebound well when James Harden and Joel Embiid is on the court. Let's switch it up this night. Can we switch it up? We're playing against a super young team, very athletic, very talented, but not ready yet. This is a team that will be good in the upcoming years. They got a lot of young talent. They're going to be up and down. They're going to be up and down the floor. So we got to rebound. We have to rebound. So I'm gonna go with rebounding. I'm gonna go rebounding. It's my key.
Most definitely, Jose.
You already know what I'm gonna say.
I already know.
Limit those turnovers.
Jen.
Yeah, man. That's what I was thinking. They really need to take care of the ball. But a little bit of both, man. They really need to take care of the ball and really don't need to see them dribble down that shot clock. I can't take it. You can't just sit there and dribble down the shot clock and then just throw up Hail Marys. It happens over and over. You need to be quick. We need to be fast. We need to just keep moving and not let the ball get stuck. That's where I'm at.
Most definitely. My keys to the game is going to be points off turnovers. Points off turnovers. I've seen when he was out hard, and there was a lot of talk about us implementing a different defensive style. And, when he comes back, that hopefully he'll follow suit with the different defensive style that we're playing. I want to see that. I want to see the whole team playing defense and creating points off turnovers. It will lead to fast breaks, easy points. Like BG said, this is a young team, an athletic team, but they're not ready. They don't belong on the floor with us. But it's the NBA. Anybody could give it to us at any night, as you've seen.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
I mean, we've already seen it this season, unfortunately, like not beating the teams we're supposed to beat.
When we lost to the Spurs.
Right.
That loss to the Spurs always sticks out to me. Oh my God.
This team has won 6 games this year. 6 games. If we lose to this game, that's an embarrassment. That just means that we just didn't show up.
Most definitely. This needs not to be one of those nights where we don't show up, where we look like we didn't practice the last 2-3 days in a row. I'm looking to get the big man involved early, in the post, establish position in the paint, and work from there.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Harden could replicate what another young man did this weekend against his old team. Maybe they could shut up some of these naysayers because there's a lot of negative posts today. Harden's back. You think people be happy? That ain't the case.
Jesus Christ.
That ain't the case. People was crying. They pulled out the napkins. They pulled out the tissues.
Yep,
Yeah,
I definitely saw more than one don't dribble the air out of the ball post.
You
would think this man stinks. You would think he was a terrible basketball player the way people treat this man.
You know, it's no
he wasn't one of
pleasing.
the top 75 basketball players of all time.
You know, it's no pleasing the city, man. We could say the 01 Allen Iverson coming back, and they still has something bad to say.
Something to say. Or he doesn't fit with these Sixers. Well, I welcome James Harden back with open arms, man. He is an elite player. He's been solid for us this year. His stats is even better than it was last year with the team, and he damn near averaged a triple-double last year.
Because he came back. He came back in shape and healthy.
Right.
I mean, granted, he done got hurt already, but he was in shape this season. He was healthy. When he came to us, he wasn't healthy last year. His hamstring was still a problem. He still could play, but he wasn't nowhere near 100%. I think he came into this season actually healthy.
Most definitely.
JoJo's usually averaging a triple-double in his 17 games. He's got like 31 and 9 point something.
I want to touch on Joel. I don't think.
Pause. Why you want to touch on Joel?
Oh God, always him. Always him.
Yo.
I want to touch on Joel Embiid's stats. His stats. BG, always. He missed me. That's all that is, y'all.
Always, brother.
I got that man home.
I'll be home. Hey, I'll be home next month, y'all.
Hey.
I'll be home next month, dog. I'll be home next month.
Counting down the days.
Man.
I don't want Joel to be, disrespected the way he's been in Philadelphia. I think people have gotten so used to him being Joel and putting up the stats that we've been known to see Joel. It's not really happening if you look throughout the league like that. The only guy that's on a tear like he is Anthony Davis in the league, stats-wise. So I want people to respect and acknowledge the greatness that we've come to get used to. That is Joel Embiid, man. He's a beast.
Winning. That's what it takes. When we were winning and Joel was Eastern Conference Player of the Week, his name was everywhere and nobody was really saying much. We have to win in order for him to get the respect he needs, and that's unfortunate, but that's the world we live in.
I mean, it's hard to win when two of your top guys are out for weeks at a time. I want people to take that into account. It's kind of hard. Ant Sums, I'm not a Harden guy, but I root for the Sixers suspects forever. God bless you. Harden's lack of defense just eats at me. Compromises the team's defense. Compromises, the team's defense. And, I'll say that to say is I don't think Harden's defense is that bad where it compromises the whole team defense as a whole. Maybe the system that Doc was implementing before when Harden was in, didn't bring out great team defense. Maybe his rotations didn't bring out great team defense. I want to see more Matisse Thybulle. What do y'all think?
This is what I want to talk to you about now before we get to the over-unders. I want to have a conversation about this man, Doc Rivers, because I wasn't on the after show the other night, but what the hell is his deal with Trez? Why will he not play this man? I don't understand. Why you bring this man here and you sit him on the bench? I don't get it. Please make it make sense. I get it that Paul Reed was in. He had a couple early fouls. They took him out, so he didn't get a lot of minutes. But Montrezl, did he even get off the bench? Like, I don't understand what he's doing.
I think he had a total DNP. I don't think he played at all.
It's frustrating to me because, he can bring some energy and he can bring some toughness to the to the team that we
But
desperately need, and that
we've
we're
seen this
supposed
so
to be
many
getting
times
from
though.
PB&J.
We've seen this so many times though. We've seen times where we know Paul Reed should be on the court. We've seen, and I'm not talking about this season. I'm talking about in the past few years. We've seen
Right.
times where we know Shake. We've seen times where we knew Shake should have been on the court, and then
Right.
he doesn't play. We've seen Matisse. We've seen, damn, where are these guys at? And you say to yourself, why? And then they go to another team. I'm not trying to harp on Bassie and Joe having okay season so far, but I mean it just shows these guys can play. They're ready to play. What's going on? Not to mention a guy like Montrezl Harrell, who's proven. Like, what is the issue? I just don't. I don't have a clue. I honestly have no clue why Montrezl doesn't play.
And I think that what kind of like makes it even more confusing is that he played with Doc and he won 6th Man of the Year with Doc. So you would think that they would have like a connection and they would know each other, know how each other work.
Yeah, you know, we need Joel to be doing what he's been doing these past few games. We have RJ there talking about his rebounds, but to me the rebounds ain't the concern. Because he just somehow manages to grab like close or more than 10 almost all the time. My concern is his ability to pass out that double team, which turns into those high assist numbers that he's been getting as of late. That's what I want to see more of.
Well, we've started a segment on this show a while ago. We noticed people were lobbying in the chat on who would get this many rebounds, who would get this many points. So we thought of a segment, and BG headed that thought process, and it is called BG's Over Under.
And now for BG's Over and Under.
Welcome back, Mr. Harden. Welcome back to Houston. So we're going with a return game over under theme. All 3 over unders will be about former Houston Rockets. So James Harden, welcome back. Again, you are on minutes restriction, but you are a point guard. 9.5 assists for James Harden tonight. What do you say, Carl?
Absolutely. I think he's happy to be back with the team, and I think he's going to spread the love tonight, as he normally does, as far as passing the ball.
Over for Carl. Jose,
Just can't
9.5
do
assists.
Just can't do it unless somehow he tells Glenn to go, kick rocks and stick the marker pad with the X's and O's where the sun don't shine, and somehow stays on that court. So, yeah, I'm gonna go under.
I'm gonna have to go under just based on the minutes restriction because I don't know how many minutes he's playing.
I don't know how many minutes he's playing, but I have seen games where after the first quarter he's had like 5 assists, 6 assists.
Right.
So I think he could get close. But I think we beat this team easy, and he ends up with like 9. So I'm gonna take the under as well. I
like that.
I know you do. Mr. Harden, welcome back. Mr. Harden, welcome back to your old team. You are on a minutes restriction, so I can't go with what you used to average. So I just got to go with a lower number. I'm going to go with 18.5 points for Mr. Harden tonight. These is all hard because we don't know what the minutes restriction is. I like these.
Well, then why don't you tell us your over under?
All right, well, I'll go with my over under. I'm going to go with under. I think he also has a lower scoring night, 16, 17 points.
I'm gonna jump in here and I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna say under. I think Shake gonna get some quality minutes today, and he gonna show off a little bit like he has been. Not taking away from anything Harden does, but again, those minutes restrictions, and I just can't see it.
I'll take the under as well, because if I'm giving him the assist that I'm giving him on the other over under, I can't have the assist and the points with the minute restriction he's going to be on. So I'll take the under.
Unders across the board. For me, I think it's going to be his first game back. It's going to take a bit to get in rhythm. We've seen that before from him starting out slow. But the only thing that puts me on the fence of this is it's in Houston, right? So that's a court he's familiar with, right? That's an environment that he's used to. He's played his best ball there. I'm skipping. I'm going to go over. I convinced myself of it.
All right, here we go. Welcome back to Houston. Welcome back to Houston. It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. PJ Tucker, 6.5. That's crazy. I'm picking an over under with 6.5.
I already heard what you kind of said. I got to just laugh, man. You kidding me? You kidding me? I'm sorry, man. I don't even laugh like this. I'm going under.
6.5 points for PJ Tucker. Oh my God.
I'm going to take the over. I'm going to take the over. I feel like James Harden is going to make it a point to get PJ the ball in the spots that he knows he could score tonight, just because he's been sitting and watching Philadelphia go ham on PJ since he's been going.
I just kind of I gotta just add to what you're saying there. I don't mean to disagree with you, my guy, but with the minute restriction, I mean, what is he gonna do the entire time he's there past the PJ? I doubt it.
I think he's going to get a lot of looks.
Nah, I don't think so.
We'll see.
Does that mean you're going with the under, Jose?
Oh, of course. This man is he's doing Dunkin', he's doing Tasty K, he's doing Krispy Kreme, he's doing all in one night. he making eclairs, he's doing all types of stuff.
Enemies.
Yeah.
I'm going over. I know I haven't seen him go over 6 yet.
Listen, his familiar court not even going to help him under.
We got a bold prediction from James Fobbs out there.
He might have 7. Oh, he might get a free throw in there. What do you think?
For once in my whole life, I think this might be a first. Please pull out the red carpet. I agree with Carl. I think that James Harden is going to make sure PJ he wants to show, look, man, I wanted this guy here and he can contribute and he knows what he hasn't contributed. So he wants to make it a point to get PJ involved tonight. I'm not saying nothing crazy like 13 and nothing like that.
10 points.
I think he can get.
I'm confused here because wasn't it Harden that won it, PJ?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Joel that won it, PJ. Right?
Oh, yeah, Joel been back. So why PJ ain't get 10 back then?
It's different, man.
Joel's not a point guard.
Joel doesn't facilitate everything that happens with the offense. He is the offense, but he doesn't decide.
Make it make sense. I don't know.
Look, man, I'm just hoping that $10 million could give us at least 7 points. Please.
I know, right?
Pleading up here. PJ, you got BG crying and pleading.
They got rid of my old little cousin, man. They got rid of my old little cousin and brought you in here to fill the role, and all you filling is the donuts. Like, at least Danny has some good games.
He did.
Danny had some. No.
He got that knee.
No.
Yeah.
He's a coach on the bench.
Money.
He's coaching on the bench. So, there it is with our over and unders for the
what
night.
do you think about that? I don't know, Jonathan.
Jonathan, I don't know if you just been watching, but Jen informed us that he is on a minute restriction tonight. I'm not counting your stats out. We've seen crazier. And he's definitely capable of getting that, in limited minutes, but we'll see.
Not true, Fobbs. No, Andrew Bynum didn't play.
He didn't even play.
And Andrew Bynum came here and just had weird hairstyles. Like, he didn't play. He just sat on the bench with dummy hairstyles.
Well, PJ is kind of not playing too, but playing.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
So in the interest of what we usually do around this time and given our bold predictions,
Time to get bold.
he's predicting PJ gonna get 15 points today, and that is the most insane bold prediction.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with a bold prediction for Mr. Beard. On minute restrictions, he's gonna scrape up a triple dub.
That's tight. That's tight. I'm going to go bold prediction for PJ. PJ, 3 3-pointers made tonight. 3 3-pointers made tonight.
Oh, crazy.
It's bold.
I got a real bold one for you.
What's that?
Our bench is gonna get 35.
Damn,
Yeah,
I was
that's
going
bold.
with that. I was
bold.
going with that.
Because
I'm gonna go.
thinking maybe they're gonna come out big, and maybe the starters will be sitting. Well, who knows?
I was gonna go. I was gonna go with a in the 30s number for the bench as well. Jen stole my thunder, so I'm gonna up the ante and go. The bench scores 40 tonight.
Oh,
The bench scores 40
the
tonight.
bench score is 40. I don't know.
I
James
keep talking
Fobbs.
about PJ, man.
We
PJ
had
gonna
40.
score. Listen, PJ gonna score tonight as much as Dwight Howard's gonna score in the NBA tonight.
I
Oh, wait a
think-
minute. That guy doesn't even playing in the NBA.
Bold prediction going the other way. Toby scores 6. You get no 30.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Wife's telling us you must be drunk. Oh, that's
She
the
said,
wrong
"Stop swallowing that Listerine, buddy."
one. Cheers, darling.
Hold
Well,
on, we
there
not
it-
sponsored. We not sponsored. I gotta cover that up.
Most definitely.
40.
Well, there we are with our bold predictions for the night. You know, the Sixers are about to tip it off to Ant Sims in his usual fashion. You know,
What's
it's not
going
famous.
on, Steven Salam? I gotta say what's up to him because he's barely in here. When he does, we gotta show him some love. My guy, Steven Salam, how you doing?
Sixers
So,
24/7.
with that being
Gotta
said,
have over 6.5, Pete or Steven Salam.
game about to start in a couple minutes. Everybody, get y'all snacks ready. Get y'all donuts ready.
I don't want no donuts. I don't want a
Get-
damn donut tonight.
Get your donuts ready and enjoy the game. We got those icons up there: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. So don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend about the East Leaf Sixers podcast. We is out here for y'all. So please come back when the game is over so we can talk about this game, the return of James Harden, and the get back to Houston. So
Okay.
You're on
Okay.
YouTube.
yeah. Whoa.
It's on
Okay.
Facebook.
Look, I'm being harassed on the chat. I'm
Okay,
going to
can I
say it.
just finish saying what I'm saying first? Dear God, man.
Okay.
Is my microphone broken? Can you not hear me talking over here?
Yes, Jennifer.
Okay.
If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give us a like. All right, go ahead.
Most
Okay.
definitely.
No te olvides.
Uh-huh.
Decirle a un amigo.
Uh-huh.
It's so hard. I'm being pressured. Que le diga a un amigo.
Uh-huh.
Que le diga a un amigo. Huepa.
Wepa. There you go. Wepa.
Let's go Sixers. Let's go Sixers.
Under
See y'all
pressure.
post-game.
Yes.
Let's go Sixers.